Okay, YouTube, just a real quick update. First of all, I want to introduce you to the trailer, and this is going to go through a renovation as well. This is an 18-foot tilt trailer that has, much like the boat, seen better days. The good news is it has a new winch, it has decent tires, it has new leaf springs on it. Not done by myself. The wiring in it is abysmal, and most of the rollers are gone. The bunks are in terrible shape, homemade. I don't know who did this kind of welding crap, knotted up mess that they did here, but all that's going to be removed. Moreover, you can tell the condition of the frame support on the back. A boat didn't cause that, but that needs to be straightened. And this again is going to be a part of the process that we'll go through. A few discoveries that were made. This obviously is a Starcraft boat, as you can tell by what was hidden under approximately 5 other coats of paint. But basically, we're making some progress. We have I've done probably about 8 hours on this boat at this point for the labor. This is the repair so far, and I believe I've changed my philosophy and etc. This is 2 coats of JB Weld, and I was going to place aluminum on the outside of the boat and do it on both sides. Having said that, I don't believe I'm going to. At this point, I believe I'm going to put the aluminum bar on the inside, simply to support the hull of the boat in case it gets bumped by a stump or hits a bunk incorrectly when it's being trailered, or any other number of things. I want to support that from the inside versus the out. So that's gonna be what happens there. Now, insofar as the actual paint removal process, again, this side has been pretty much done down by the freeboard. The hull of the boat, on the other hand, we still have some sanding to do, and it's a nasty, messy day here, so I'm really not going to probably mess with it today. Just wanted to give you a real quick walk around. But this is about, I think we have about $75 right now in sanding pads and in JB Weld, in stripper and etc. We're on our second gallon of stripper at about $28 a pop. So we're about $78 into the restoration of the boat. There's a couple things we're going to do with it. Give you kind of a brief rundown on this. Obviously, we're going to straighten the trailer, fix the trailer, put new bunks on it, as well as put new rollers on it. We're going to sand it, paint it, and basically turn it into a new trailer. That's that part of it. Now, as far as the boat goes, obviously we're sanding it all the way down to bare metal. We're gonna clean it, and we're gonna paint it. We're gonna put 3 coats of high build primer on it. We're gonna come back with 3 coats of color, and right now it looks like we're gonna do a maroonish color here and a true cream color underneath. We're going to match the boat with a maroon trailer. We're going to put a fishing deck on it, approximately 6-foot front fishing deck. We're going to have dual floors in it. We're going to put a subfloor in it, basically, and then about 5 to 6 inches above it, we're going to put an actual the walking floor, and we're going to do that so we can put some rod holders in the floor. We're going to put, basically, we're going to emulate a polling deck off the rear, and we're going to outfit it with somewhere between a 9.9 Johnson, which can be upgraded fairly simply with a carburetor, to a 15 horsepower, or we're going to go with a 15 or 20 horsepower. I'm not sure yet, whatever we can find. Here's the neat thing, and I'm doing this for a reason. Not only is the restoration just simply a project and something to do because I'm bored and ADD, but the other thing that it's going to do is, right now I have a total the boat was on Craigslist for $200, and I did purchase the boat and trailer separately. The boat was on Craigslist for $200. The trailer was on for $120. And the reason I elected to go separately with these two purchases was because combined, they seem to be in the $500 range, irrelevant of the condition of the boat. So I purchased them separately to get them less expensively. Money's really not so much an object as it is the point of the matter. I actually traded some stuff for the boat, and the stuff that I traded was worth about $23 to me. That's what I had invested in it. The trailer, on the other hand, the guy had it online for, it started out at $180, went to 150, went to 125, went to 120. I traded him in full value somewhere in the neighborhood of about $100 for it. My cost in it, in the trade that we made, was about $12. So in a nutshell, what I have sitting in front of me at retail was in the neighborhood of approximately $320. What I actually have in it is $35 in the boat and trailer. And again, it wasn't so much that it definitely wasn't a money issue. It was more just wanted to see how much I could get, how cheap I could get something, and then what it would take to actually do this. Now, we're kind of a boat family. We've got a 19-foot lake boat. We've got I think the family totally has 5, maybe 6 kayaks between us, and 2 of mine are fishing kayaks. So the purpose of this little boat at 14 foot is something for me to take out on the lake, or my father, who's aging, to get out on the lake. Something he can manage by himself, or I can manage by myself. It also will sneak up in the coves and get to where the fish lay in the summer, or where they're active in the summer. The 19-foot lake boat won't get in there. And we're in Charlotte, North Carolina, so Lake Wylie and Lake Norman have some fairly good-sized boats on it, hence the V-hull, something that'll slice through the waves and etc. without necessarily soaking you. We have a 12-foot John boat, true flat bottom pond boat that we fish out of as well. So this is kind of the step in between the 12-foot John boat and the 19-foot lake boat. But anyway, right now, like I said, we've got about $75 in materials and about 7 hours in labor. And we've gotten off about 4 layers of paint. We have about another estimated 2 hours of labor on the outside of the boat, and that should get it to a point where it's ready to be to prime. And once it's primed, we're going to drop it onto the ground, and we're going to fix the trailer. And then once the trailer's fixed, upright, primed, painted, and done, then we'll invert the boat upside down onto the trailer. We'll go ahead and paint the boat out, the bottom of it, and then we'll flip it back over, put it on the trailer, and then we'll actually start the fishing conversion part. So the restoration, obviously, of the trailer and the restoration of the boat's the first part. The second part's going to be converting it into a fishing craft. So anyway, guys, just a real quick update. $80. If you want to do round numbers, $80 in 8 hours, and the boat's almost stripped and almost ready to get primed. But those are the plans. Stay tuned. This is part 3. I'll just put up some 4 or 5 minute videos as we continue through this, and keep you guys informed. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching.